Welcome, viewers. This is the Voice of Nigerians in Diaspora. We are so happy to be here today. We thank all Nigerians for participating in this coming election and for viewing. We encourage everyone to like this podcast, share, and also comment.
And subscribe too.
We also encourage you to turn on your notification button so that anytime we upload new video, you'll be able to get it. Please, we want you guys to follow us. I know this time we are focusing more on election, but after the election, this podcast focus on every walks of life. We talk about everything. So today, my name is Blessing Onyekachi Anyaiwe, and I also we have a guest today, and I will introduce the guest to you.
And our guest, Engineer, you want to tell the viewers your name?
Thank you for having me. My name is Engineer Onyekachi Ise. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. And myself, the co-host, Dr. Afamef Nato. We are so glad. It's always a joy, to be here with you guys to talk about the reality that is facing us, the Nigerian people. But more importantly, our destiny in our hands. And Dr. Blessing will tell us our focal point today.
Okay, our topic for today, we are talking about this is our time. This is our destiny. This is our moment of action. We are encouraging everyone. What do you think in this coming election? This is the only opportunity we have to make things right. Are we going to make it right now? Or we are going to sit back and watch things continue the way it has been? Our topic today is, this is our time.
Okay, let's start this show with asking Engineer Onyekachi what he feels regarding Nigerian election. Just like what we say that our topic today is, this is our time and this is our moment.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. When you say, this is our time and this is our moment, that we want to face it, it's either we face it or lose it.
Exactly.
I'll tell you right now, Nigeria is, as a country, is sitting on gunpowder.
Exactly.
The unity of Nigeria is very fragile right now.
Yes.
The thing is this. 45 days, we have all we need to make a change.
45 days.
45 days.
To the election.
45 days.
February 25th.
Exactly.
45 days.
It's 45 days from today.
Okay.
See, look at Nigeria as a country sick. Not only sick, it's an ICU. I know the say medical news. Why I see intensive care unit.
Yes.
Nigeria is gasping for air as it is today. Because anybody in ICU, what does they need? A specialist.
Exactly.
They need a specialist to face it.
Exactly.
So when you look at the gallery of people in the presidential race, I mean, I have to look at the four people.
The front runners.
Front runners, yeah.
Yes, you will tell that, okay. Yeah, we have a lot of them. I mean, I'm not going to mention names, but you know what I mean. Some of them, I really want to go there. Even if I made it a minute, I'm fine. Some really want to go there, lose or win. I have nothing to lose. But the other one is coming up there like, yeah, I want to face Nigeria. Are you sure they're going to face it?
Yeah, but
yes.
But Dr. Onyekachi, let me follow up with you so that you will respond to these. Just like what you said, that Nigeria is sick, like it's an ICU,
yes.
And all of us agree. And it sounds like Nigerian people also, based on the energy so far in this election, seems to be feeling the heat that Nigeria is in ICU.
Of course.
What do you think that we can do to make this Nigeria that is an ICU to recover from this sickness?
We need a specialist.
Okay.
And we have one of them.
Okay.
And the person is coming, he is right on the race. All we need to do is to bring this man in there to help us save the patient, because right now Nigeria is living on life support. we're on the last level volume of the oxygen. Come February 25th, if we didn't make it right, that oxygen is gone, forget it.
Okay, now because we know that one of the oxygen we need
Yes.
to be able to get this
Revive Nigeria.
is
revive
PVC.
the patient.
I mean, that's exactly.
PVC, yes.
It's
true.
permanent
It's
voter's
PVC.
card.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the issue is
Yeah,
this.
tell us more about the collection of this PVC.
So, okay, we talk about the PVC and the collection. Right now, when I look at what's going on, INEC have a lot to do.
Okay.
One, I got up from call in about less than 30 minutes. Somebody complained that he went to pick up his PVC and he couldn't get it. They're telling him, "Oh, your name is not there." A lot of people, they were 30 in line. Only 2 people, they find their name. What is INEC doing? If we cannot do this, how are we going to make do the voting? How are we going to save the patient, a sick patient? INEC need to improve. Let people get their PVC, get them ready. That's the only tool we have to do the voting.
Exactly.
So INEC should please help us save Nigeria from ICU.
Yeah, I think I agree with Engineer Oyekachi regarding the situation of Nigeria. And to our Nigerian people, our viewers, we say this is our time and our moment. And the PVC collection, there's nothing you can say about it.
About it, yeah.
You can't
can't
that's the only
deprive them.
tool we have.
Yes.
That is just
That's the only
tool
way we can change
have
things.
to make changes.
And also, you see, I was telling someone the other day, I said, for the past 6 months or 1 year, we've been making noise on social media talking about this election. We are getting close.
And we're having problems.
45 days, February 25th.
February 25th.
If you are posting on social media, if you are blogging, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, talking about this election, and by now, you have not collected
Your PVC.
or if you're a Nigerian diaspora, and you have not called your friends and family and say, go and get your PVC.
Yeah.
And it's bad because less than 50 days, you're talking about the election. And you see, at times, some people will say, oh, people in diaspora, they're over there talking. Are they coming to vote? Yes, we are not voting, but we can make impact. Just the way we receive the burden when the economy is bad, like right now, people in diaspora get the burden more than them back home.
Because they keep on calling us, asking for money and help.
I could remember one other man was saying it that he told his people, if you don't vote right, after February, don't call me.
Don't call me.
But that's right.
If you don't vote right, don't call me.
Right. Because if you don't vote it right, you keep calling.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it make any sense.
Okay.
We need to vote it right.
Okay. INEC, I believe this is for you. This is an obligation you swore oath to deliver, to render to the people of Nigerians. It is time for you to deliver what you promised Nigerians, and that is the availability of this PVC to everyone that needs it.
Yeah, but Dr. Blessings also is kind of because Engineer Oyekachi talked about this PVC, and there's need for us to emphasize it more. And I would expect because if people are going to PV center collection to collect the PVC, and they're told that their name is not there or their card is not out, what are the people supposed to do? Because if I register, and we've been telling people and encouraging people to go and collect the PVC, and they come to the center, and the PVC is not there, where is that PVC?
Thank you, Dr. Afam. You see, that question is so important because if one goes to collect their PVC and they said it's not there, I want Nigerians to understand that we have to make it right this time. This is our moment. And as far as this is our moment, no matter how they try hard to hinder us from getting our voice heard, because the only way our voice can be heard is through this PVC. Yes. No matter how they deprive us of getting it, we should be more pushful. we shouldn't be tired. We shouldn't relent effort from going to pick it up. If it takes you 2 days, please go and pick it up, because that is what they want. They want Nigerians to be tired and forget their PVC. But we have to tell them no. No is no, because this is our time to make things right. And the only way we can make it right is through this PVC. That is your voice.
Exactly.
That is the only armor, only weapon you have to fight these people.
I agree.
Just your PVC.
I agree.
So I encourage all Nigerians, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it takes, for you to go pick up your PVC.
I think if you go there and you didn't say it, I'm looking at 2 things there.
Okay.
One is either you register late, they've not gone to the number.
Okay.
Or the ones they printed, is your name is not there. I would say go back. Like you said, even if it takes you 2 days to get your PVC,
Yes.
that is nothing to compare
To the suffering.
the suffering of the next 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, but
So-
Engineer Ekachi, don't you as well think that INEC should come out to address this situation?
This
Yes,
situation.
they should do that.
There should be like a crisis line where if you have gone first time, second time, and you don't get your PVC, you should call this line in order for us to be able to make sure that you get your PVC, because that's your voice.
Yeah, there should
That
be a
is- that
hotline.
is INEC
There
for
should be
you.
hotline
There
for
should be a
anyone
hotline.
that goes in there and didn't get their PVC to call
Don't
and let
forget
them
that that's
understand.
Nigeria.
It's true.
That's the hotline.
But
You
I
can
know,
call.
this election,
course.
INEC,
And they are trying.
I'm giving every reasonable doubt that they are doing their best.
Yes,
So I
we
am
gave it to
believing
them,
we
but-
have to praise them so they will do more.
Correct.
I am believing-
Yeah, of course, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
We're
we have
not
to praise
begging them.
them.
We're not pleading
Yeah,
with
we are
INEC.
pleading. We are
if
begging.
INEC need
Yeah.
more resources, I mean, the president signing the new budget not quite long, he said, according to him, that there is enough provision for the election.
Okay.
And okay. That brings me to another very, very interesting or topic I really want us to talk about
Right.
here, Dr. Bless and Dr. Ekachi, Engineer Ekachi, about the insecurity. I read the other day where INEC is saying if the insecurity continues to, go on in the country, we don't want to cancellation of election, things like that. I'm like, you cannot say that. First of all, this government, this Buhari government, is the one conducting this election.
Correct.
And they
This
are in
election,
charge of
this government
security
is in charge of security.
and safety.
This
of life and
government
property.
is in charge of making sure that we run this election and the will of Nigerian people must be respected.
Yes.
Do you think it is right for INEC to be talking about that insecurity issue? Don't you? Where is the Army Service Chief and all those people?
If by now INEC INEC chiefs and the chief security officers in the military and all the police, IG and his others not sat down to discuss about the safety of the election and people, they're making a mistake.
Agree with you.
Because you can't tell me now, after seeing what happened in NSAS period, I mean, that's a very good signal for them. You shouldn't even
Mention that at all.
talk about
Say
that.
that at all.
That's a very signal you don't need to ignore. Because think about that, then you think about this election coming. It's very, very important for Nigeria. This election is that we make it.
Or we lose it.
we lose it.
It's gone forever.
Yeah. Because this time around, they shouldn't even talk about security.
Yeah, and
If
safety.
They want to put everything, hire more people.
They can do it.
Well, but they don't have time to hire more people anyways.
Yeah,
Less than
but we
50
have
days,
it.
I mean, they can do that.
Like Dr. Afamefuna had already said that the election belongs to the government.
Yes.
Yes.
The safety, they have the safety.
yeah.
Correct.
They have the security.
Yes.
So by now, it's nothing to talk about safety or security because the government is there. They should sit with INEC and see how they can provide security and safety for people's life and property.
Exactly.
So this time, the INEC chief or chairman or whoever shouldn't even bring up safety or security to like dissuade people from doing what they are supposed to do.
I would
know?
think that is another way of trying to let people not to come in because
it brings fear into people.
Feel like, no, it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah,
because people are not ready to go through all those things. Moreover, there's this new electoral bill. There's no ballot box.
Yes.
That
What
brings
are we
me.
doing? Allow people to vote. If we have few security guys there, let them accredit them. Let them vote and leave.
Do you think, I have a question, do you think that many people are scared of this coming election to go out and vote? What do you think about safety? Like some people feeling that, I'm not going out to vote because I don't know what will happen, or you think people are thinking about that?
And I wouldn't want that to fly, because that would be a diplomatic way of voter suppression.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mental suppression.
Okay.
So, but I want to say something. I want to speak to our Nigerian security team, army, DSS, police, MOPO, all these people.
We are Nigerians, and we are feeling the impact of whatever that is happening in Nigeria.
Your obligation, your oath, is to our nation.
Oath of office, yes.
To protect the life of our people, the sovereignty of our nation. And secondly, we here in the United States, we see how the military, the people in the security service are being respected and treated, and their life is being dignified. Look at our police officers in Nigeria. Poor infrastructure. The poverty when the country is not...
Even their cars.
Yeah,
you see them in that open pickup.
Exactly. So,
a lot of them.
And look at now, the insecurity, they are killing people.
I know they deserve the best.
We want, please...
Make it right.
Do not join them to rig this election.
They can't rig the election.
He said they can't rig.
Beavers.
I believe that.
They can't rig the election.
I know. Because the
way
bills
it is
too.
now, they can't rig it.
Yeah,
So the goal is that Nigerian people should come out
and vote.
Yes.
Let's see, for years now, I've never seen where youths move up like this. I'm in a lot of platforms, and I listen to youth, and that gives me that goal that, hey, come on, man, come down to February 25th, there's gonna be a better change for Nigeria.
Amen.
Then let's go to Dr. Blessing. Women, it's kind of interesting to see how all the wives of presidential candidate, both Tinubu and Peter Obi, and that of Atiku, are speaking. So, in this final push before the election day, what do you, from a woman perspective, will you tell Nigerian women what should they be doing right now?
To Nigerian women, all they need to do this time, in short, not all, they have a lot to do. They should encourage their husband, their children, first to collect their PVC. Because this voting is very, very important to all of us. Women have the way of, reaching their husbands and reaching their children. They have the way of talking to them. So this is the time to push further, to push more. Push more on their children, on their husbands, that they should go and collect their PVC. And also, I'm encouraging other women. Even if your husband is in leadership and you know that the leadership is wrong, you should speak up.
Speak up, exactly.
No matter who, you are not tied there. It's good to speak and free your conscience.
Right.
Because if all these people, wives are talking, I believe that there will be a change.
Exactly.
There will be a change. My husband, you promised these people road, but the road is not functioning. It's something you can talk to your husband about what is going on. Even if you are not in politics, but indirectly, you are there with him.
Exactly.
Be it the governor, the president, the senator, and all, you are there with them. So encourage them. When they say they want to do something, encourage them to do it. So even if they are not talking to you, you have a way of knowing what is going on. So I'm encouraging women, please. This is our time. This is our time to nurture our husbands, our children, and push them further to go and pick their PVC and to vote the right candidate. Not wisely, because some people's wisely might not be wise enough.
I like that. I like that. When I see the presidential candidates, their wives campaigning and all that, I try to follow them all. But I was shocked, was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
One of the presidential candidates in Asaba, Delta State, She called on people, say women and youth. If my husband did not fulfill what he's promising Nigerians, hold me responsible. That's the Labour Party. That's the Labour Party.
That is what we are talking about.
Yes. Margaret to be.
Yeah, that is what we are talking about.
She like, hold me responsible. It's like, I mean,
yes, she's just speaking like Obama's wife. You know?
And somebody asked that question,
so
repeated the question. You say, she said, yes, hold me responsible. I mean, what else do we need? You see, that is to tell us that, I mean, these people mean business.
Yes. They're going to work together and get it done.
Yeah. And she's trying to get, like, how many percent of women and youth?
Yeah, a lot of women involved into government.
You see, Engineer Ekachi, it does a dynamite, because people have asked us, myself, Dr. Blessing, Apostle Helen, Dr. Helen as well, is the Voice of Nigerian Diaspora or Bidati podcast. I told them, I said, this is not Obidati podcast, but this is the authentic voice of Nigerians seeing things from a realistic perspective.
Correct.
We want a functioning Nigeria.
Yes.
We want a working Nigeria. We want a leadership that carries everybody along. Just like what you said at the beginning, I have never in my lifetime seen in the past 8 years the level of divisiveness. The Nigerian people have been
unity now.
It's so chaotic.
Right.
We must come to the center.
Correct.
We need a leader that Providence brought all of us. We know that we have various tribes and tongues in Nigeria, but Providence brought us together for a people.
One, Nigeria.
You need a leader who can be able to say, hey, how do we harness all this cultural diversity?
Yes.
Because our unity, that's where our beauty is.
And when I look at it, Professor Lumumba once said that even if they will know that the person is a thief, but because he's their thief, they will like to say, oh, he's my thief. They would like to vote for the person.
Isn't that crazy?
But now, when you look at the way you ask 3-4%, oh, this coming election, what you think is going to be, the way they will respond will tell you that, hey, these guys mean business.
That awareness is coming.
Awareness is coming. I mean, people, I listen to many people. You see people talking about politics. No, look, politics is not a career.
Oh, that's good. I love what you just said, because this really brings me to a very, very important topic that I want Engineer Ekachi for us to talk about. And this topic is about the politics and career politics in Nigeria.
Yes.
Because it's in Nigeria that somebody will, first of all, SUG in a university, maybe from cultism, become an SUG, then maybe or whatever in the student government or whatever, do all that. As soon as he finished, then he became an SA to the governor. He had not done anything from being an SA.
No experience at all.
Then they push the person to become a House of State House member. From there, he goes to Abuja. He becomes deputy governor. Like, how on earth does that work?
The thing is this, because the good ones, those who wanted to help to run the society, are not there. What do you expect?
They are not there.
Carry all the people. If you say, "Oh, Dr. Pham, we know he's going to be a good governor, but he's not in my circle. Why should I let him? Instead, I'm going to push my guy in." Why are they pushing guys in? Because you want to you want to save yourself from borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. It's only in Nigeria you see a sitting governor. He's owing his workers, not paying pension.
He's borrowing.
He's contesting to go back again.
Exactly.
And when they leave office as governor, they go to Senate to dump themselves as a retirement center.
And receiving pension from the state.
From the state, you earning from. Come on,
and that position is not a career.
Nigerian people
have something they are doing.
Start with, I want to speak to our people, right? So, my brother, let our Nigerian people understand that anybody who have not held any job should not be elected into an office. You can't just be from university to the state house, from state house to a federal house, and to senate and the governorship. The person does not understand what it means to suffer.
That is why
the
you see
pains
them
of
fighting
masses.
in the Senate House and the House of Reps.
No respect for themselves.
What are you talking about?
Not to talk of the masses.
The governor
They are not
himself,
respecting
this
people.
Is my guy. I mean, he has been with me for years. I can't let go. I'm going to push him in. I'm going to make sure he becomes the next governor or the next.
So that they won't probe me.
So that they won't get.
Somebody will probe you.
And that's what we are fighting this election.
And that is why all these things are going.
Nigerian is
Now,
going down.
we see someone.
Daily.
I mean, when I look at them all, I'm like, okay, where's this going? Where is it going? To be honest with you, look at the 4 front runners.
Mm-hmm.
If not, they said the presidency is going to the South. That's fine. It's okay. If not, I don't think any NPP presidential candidate Kwankwaso is going to do bad. No, but when you look at it, look at PDP.
Atiku.
Mm-hmm. I mean, or Tinubu. And these people should be doing something else. Why do you want to be the king? Why don't you be the kingmaker?
Yeah,
if you look at it, PDP would have gotten a chance this time around. They supposed to get a chance because of the economy, but they lost it. You know why? Atiku just bought the ticket. He didn't win it. He bought it.
Yeah, but again, just as you said, the issue is that in this election, I think that we are moving away from trajectory of what has been. It's no longer about
how do we move.
Who do you know?
No, how do we move?
Move.
Look at it. How did we move up from what it used to be?
By voting the right person.
By voting before then.
Yes.
You and I know Labour Party have been existing for a while.
Yes.
Have you heard about Labour Party?
No.
Okay, now, I don't think there's any day you don't hear about Labour Party.
No.
because Obi is there.
Labour Party
Because he got the tenacity, he got the credibility, he got the experience, he has a track record, and that's what we're looking. We want
we're looking
Nigeria
for.
that
And
will work for
he's young
everybody.
too.
Yeah,
Healthy too.
If
So that's
you
what we're
look- if
looking
you
for.
look- That's where I say PDP lost. They saw the signal. They didn't obey it. It's just like
because they are not. The interest is not about the Nigerian people.
No,
it's about their
own
pocket.
selfish aim.
That's all.
Yes,
and this is the greediness. Their greedy cup has come to full, and it's filled up.
I like
PDP
that.
has been in Enugu State since 1999.
So
Our state is one of the poorest states, insecurity, no infrastructure, there's no industrialization. Our people are suffering. For me, I say Nigerian elections should move away from party to
individual.
Who can do the job?
Do it. We don't care about the party the person comes from.
Yeah, the earlier we Nigerians
start voting individual.
Start doing politics, not
of
the politics
individual.
Of
sentiment
or politics of sentiment.
My brother, my sister.
The politics of ideas. Nigeria will not progress. Let us start doing the politics of ideas, not the politics of who owns the biggest
account
or the pocket
or nepotism. My brother,
no.
Yeah, you know, just
they
like
brought all those things to divide us, to make sure we don't get what we need.
Yeah, they give you all those things. That brings me to that.
They
give you a bag, they give you money, they give you clothes, they give you rice, beans. How long are you going to eat that?
Well,
how long is it going to sustain you?
It's a way of him doing his own campaign. I think that's politics.
Can it sustain you for 8 years?
No.
Okay.
It can't. But the thing is this: how you are applying for a job, right?
Yes.
Now you know the job is $2 million per annum, and somebody come up and say for you to get the form for that job. The 2 million naira per annum is for the duration you're going to be in if you get the job. And for you to get the job is $5 million. Come on now, what are we talking about?
You're going there to steal.
You are going there. There's
to
something
steal.
you are saying with the electorate. They're not saying
Which
it. That's
is true.
what you're going there to do.
Because all this money they are pumping, they can't make it throughout 8 years.
Okay. Let's take a look at this video. Take a look at this video.
Yeah, all Nigerians, we want you to watch and listen.
Because this video, I'm not playing this video because it's Tinubu or Atiku or Peter Obi. I'm playing this because this is how our people have been deceived over the years.
Yes.
Look at the... Okay, just take a look.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
2 Indomie. One
Okay.
sugar, 1 salt. 1 gari.
How long did it take these guys to do this?
No,
I mean, they created a job for some people to package this. I mean, but this is not right.
but you see,
Okay.
Dr. Blessing and Engineer Yekachi, it's kind of interesting because for us to play this,
Yes.
and we're not playing this because
Just
it's
for fun,
Tinubu or because it's Atiku or because of Obi, but we play this video for Nigerian people to see
see.
that this is the cage we have been in over 60 years.
Yes.
You only see this package during the election.
Yes.
But remember, look at this 2 Indomie. This guy said he can't even... what?
He said it's not everything
2
here.
Indomie.
It's not even enough for
and
one
Maggi.
day. Okay, so how long can we continue in this kind of life?
But-
how long can we eat these 2 Indomie, this rice, these beans, this salt? Is it going to sustain us for 8 years? In the next 8 years, this shirt that is in this bag, is it going to take care of us for 8 years?
So we need job.
We have enslaved ourselves for so long. We have caged ourselves for so long. We have deprived ourselves from every good things that Nigeria have to offer just because of Maggi, Indomie, and this rice. Please, this time, we want to do it right.
We need a job.
We need
job.
We need
to
industrialization.
create job.
But-
Industrialization
Of course.
for our
We do
children.
need it.
Because when somebody have a job, you can buy food for yourself and your children. You need to be self-reliance. You need to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and do the job and take care of your family. You don't need to depend on somebody giving you a bag for 8 years. This bag cannot sustain you for a day. You need to be self-employed with government assistance or having a job in a government parastatus.
Exactly.
That is what you need to grow, to take care of your children, and to avoid people undermining you, and to avoid people stepping on your toes every now and then, and they only remember you when they need you.
Good.
At the election time.
The thing is this: when you look at this, I mean, it's really crazy.
It's
For somebody to sit down and be doing this, are you giving it to kindergarten students?
That is
Because
not even
the-
the
And
issue.
before they do, all these things are happening,
Right.
who will tell you?
Yeah, that's
But
not
now,
even the
they're
only
showing
media,
it,
yeah.
right.
and everybody's saying it.
Right.
Now we now know how to go about it.
Right.
The public know what to do about it. That is why they should go back and think of something better, not this.
That's
When-
another
is it-
issue
when-
too.
when
They
it-
said they collect. Did you hear about that? That when they give them this bag, they collect their PVC.
Do they collect it or
they say-
Some say they write their
something.
names.
So I don't-
they
I-
took their phone numbers and they wrote something about them. I
the
don't
thing
know.
is this, I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay.
Because with the beavers,
yeah.
you collected somebody PVC, you're not gonna cut off the person's finger.
Okay.
Don't print with it because he's gonna go with it.
But again,
Unless-
yes. But again, if they bring this Indomie, which I know is nothing, chop the Indomie. But remember, on that February 25th,
Like what this guy said.
in front of you, in between the walls, think about yourself.
Yes.
Take a look at your leg, the dust that all over your leg you trek from your house to the voting booth. Talk about your family, friends, the hunger, insecurity.
Yes.
How much is a bag of rice now? Look at about our hospital. Our president goes to England, pack the presidential jet, wasting all this money. But with our healthcare centers are a mess. Think about all those things and know you can have a better life if we have a functioning government.
Yes.
You know, Dr. Afam, you said something right, and that's true. When you look at what's going on this election period, I believe Nigerians, before we doing selection, no, not election.
But we're waking up.
But
We don't shine
But
our
this
eyes.
time around, we are doing election. I'm telling you, what is coming is election.
You know,
Not selection
I was
again.
saying it before. I said
Because
before was elect.
Before was selection. Before was selection.
Okay.
But now it's election.
Correct.
Because there's one thing our so-called politicians, they call themselves, I've been in there for years, I know
it all.
I know, nobody knows it all.
No.
One thing
They don't know.
fail to
That's why they couldn't
understand-
develop the country.
that One thing they fail to understand is do not underrate any human being. You know, PDP had a chance. Obi is there. He was coming out. Have you ever seen, since you know about politics or since the beginning of this recent democracy, somebody resigned from a party? Then the audience, people just go straight to the headquarters of that party and say, give us this person? That's a very good signal that PDP shouldn't ignore it. But why
But
did
they did, because-
They did. Why did they ignore it?
Selfishness.
Because few of them want to get it out.
But PDP, you see, there's something Cardinal Rins talked about, in this election, where he said that this is a struggle between the old order and the
new order,
new
which
order
is true.
within the rich and the poor. So the thing is that
And it's
Within
true.
the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So this election is about the suffering masses of Nigerian people
Versus the rich
the
people.
wealthy people who have put us what I called
Put
a
us down.
very long political darkness. So we're saying, like, we talk about George Floyd,
Yeah.
that when a police officer was put
his nail
knee
on his
he
neck.
said, take your nail off my neck. The same thing Nigerian people are saying, after 60 years,
We are tired.
we said, take the damn nail off our neck. It's time for us to stand up, to be
Do
the
it
giant
right.
of Africa. African countries are waiting for us.
African countries, the continent is waiting for Africa to rise again.
Yes.
Now, these people holding us down? No. Okay, why could somebody look at that? You tell me All Progressive Congress, PPC.
Yeah.
You serious?
We're not talking about party anymore.
We're talking about individuals.
We don't want
clean up
it no
things.
more. We need to clean our Nigeria. Enough is really
when
enough.
you look at it this way, you say that the so-called politicians, those that claim to be, I'm the guru in politics, I know it all in politics, they're confused right now. They don't know what to do. Yes, they are just confused. Because when you sit down and look at map of Nigeria, look at where the masses, the election is going to come up from. Oh, somebody say, if I do it, Labour will not get this side, this one will not get this side. No, do not even look at it that way. Because there are areas where some big parties will divide. And in attempt to divide it really good, that party you're undermining will claim it.
You see.
It's true.
That party you're undermining will claim it. Because you see how others were jumping from this to that. I see Labour Party presidential candidate always in the church. Go to the church. Step outside the church.
Yes.
Step outside the church. Go other places.
Yes.
The church alone is not going to give you your
No.
what you need.
Go to mosque.
And that's
to-
what
to-
he's
to-
doing.
He's speaking to
He's going
everybody.
everywhere.
Other people. Meet with them.
Engineer Oyekachi and Dr. Blessing. You see, for me, when we're talking about this election or talk about Obidati, or I tell people, if I'm voting for Peter Obi, I'm not voting for Peter Obi because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. He's from Anambra State. I'm from Enugu State. I don't care where
he come
whoever is coming from. If in this election that we after looking at Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, and Kwankwaso, and I feel that Atiku or Tinubu is the best choice to. I will
Nigeria.
support. For me, it's about. I'm not looking for Nigeria that will work for me and my friends. I'm not doing the podcast or talking in this election just to be an attention whore. But it's about we know that the only person right now, based on track record, that can save us, and Nigerian people should also begin to develop, arise beyond politics of sentiment, tribalism, focus on who go fit do the job.
Yes, individual charisma.
Yes.
What they have to offer on the table, not promises.
Exactly.
What they can do for Nigerians, not what they can do for themselves and their family.
We've had a lot of those promises before.
That's what we are saying. This time, we don't need promises.
Yes. I mean, when you look at the front runners, you will know that I think the Labour Party presidential candidate is really leading the cause. Yeah.
Okay. Now, another interesting thing that I really want us to look at as we get closer to this election, there are some people, like young people, who are really doing some groundwork, but they're kind of getting tired. They're running out of resources and things like that. But they really want to see a Nigeria that will work. What can we tell these young people to, someone will be calling, reaching out to say, hey, we need the material here. We need to do this here.
So material for the election or to help?
To grassroots sensitization.
If they're calling on based on the social party or not because of party and anybody you feel you can do it, or anybody who will call into your show and say, oh, I'm ready to help anybody that wants to, the person should help, because now every Nigerian should be boarded. We should be boarded. We should be getting ready to help to make sure we get it right this time.
Okay, another thing is, what do you think about voting day? Like the officers that they are going to send there. Yeah. Do you have any concern that some people might not be true INEC officials that might come over there and cause chaos or something?
When you mean officers, the security, or just INEC
individuals,
officials?
Individuals can fake.
In support of that is like, what they do during the election, at the center of election, they are sharing money.
Okay.
They give you, you see, they give you money and you vote. So what is INEC doing about
it? Yes.
Do we ban and say, hey, no sharing of money? We don't want to see anybody at the polling unit sharing money.
That is not supposed to be
there. Sharing money. Yeah. If you are collecting money.
Yes, that's a good question. If you go to vote here in the United States, when you start getting close to the polling unit,
yes,
you will see where they put no campaigning beyond this point. It's boldly written there.
Before you enter inside.
You should stop. INEC should train their office. No sharing of money. If they like to share the money, are they going with the individual there to vote? I mean,
they are right there. This is where they are voting, right there, and they are it's like trade by barter. They give it to you, you vote them. They give it to you, they tell you who to vote for.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
That's old order.
That's old order.
That's old order. That's not gonna work.
So we believe in
because in every unit, if we have 18 presidential candidates, and let's say all 18 of them, all the parties there must be 2 persons for each party.
Okay.
So you should look at 36 plus INEC officials. Okay, I'm representing a party. He is there for you, and then you give him money for them to vote for your party. I will raise alarm.
Good. Okay, so we are bringing that awareness to people.
Your voice.
Unless you're going to do it,
your voice
you're going to do it later. That hey, do this for me.
I like that. So what you're saying is that everybody should be aware of their surroundings.
Yes.
That if you see anything, say something.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. That's exactly what it is.
Say something. Please don't keep quiet. Don't be scared. That it should be official right there. If you see anything that don't go well with the election, please say something. Yeah. Speak up.
And also for our Nigerian people to know that slogan that your voting doesn't count is no longer. That is a nonsense.
If it's not, it doesn't count. Why are they
coming
to you? Why are they giving that back?
Why are they giving
that money if it doesn't count?
It counts so much.
Yeah, so it counts.
Yes. That voice.
Vote.
It's
vote,
your right. Yeah,
vote,
it counts.
vote. And if you don't vote,
Do
you
not
can't complain.
Don't complain.
Don't say, "Oh, there's accident in Four Corners." So
No.
don't say, "Oh, there is
There's no good road.
insecurity." Oh,
There's inflation.
there's
Bag of rice is now 100,000 naira.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
If you didn't vote, just leave it.
Yeah.
It's like when they said, if you know anything that will make this marriage not to
What?
Go.
Yeah,
Keep
say
quiet
it
for
now.
say it now
Forever.
forever. Hold your peace.
Shut up.
Exactly.
Forever hold your peace.
So we have 45 days.
Yes.
yeah, it should be
45
around
days.
that.
Now, around
Around
45
that.
days. Yeah, yeah. So this is the final push we have right now. And between now until I think January 25th is the last day for you to collect your PVC.
PVC.
Get your PVC.
So, if you have ever spoken about this election, please,
This is the time.
PVC collection. If you're a priest, if you're a pastor, if you're an imam, if you're a traditional worshiper, whatever you are,
whatever.
please.
You are a father, you are a mother.
You know that what people say, if we have a good working government, our Nigerian people love to do church thanksgiving.
Yes.
So, because if we get a good job and get a good money every
You'll be
Sunday,
able to do good Thanksgiving.
collection box will be growing.
Full, yeah.
So, if you're a pastor, I beg,
Imam.
I don't want to go
imam.
into that. That's a debate of another
No,
day.
no,
because
no,
even
no,
the
yeah.
whole thing started
No,
from the church, the mosque.
no,
well,
no, now
okay.
it's
No,
to
what we're
encourage
saying,
them.
Engineer Oyekachi, is that these people, because they have the microphone,
Yeah, and they have
speak to the
congregations,
people.
yes.
Yeah.
Let the people go collect their PVC.
PVC, encourage them.
Yes, because if they
Encourage
do,
them, encourage
and
them.
because our people are very loyal to their ministers.
Yes.
Correct.
Let them help us to do this campaign,
Yes.
PVC collection.
Yes.
Let our people vote.
Yeah.
In this election, Nigeria is not a private property. It belongs to all of
All
us.
of us.
And
It
this
belongs
our
to all of
destiny. We must decide this together.
It's in our hands.
I tell people, I said,
course.
like, I'm from Enugu State. I tell them, I said, for me, it's about my people. It's about their sufferings. It's about their pain. It's about their hope. It's about the future. It's about the dream. I want to see a small boy from a remote village in my Ataku community or in Abani or in Soka wake up and dream to become a doctor in Nigeria and do it and go to school, and the medical school is for 7 years, and you start and finish and get a job. Look at
Within
all
that 7 years.
Yes.
Without 2 years strike. Added to 7 years, become 9 years.
There you go.
You see? So you go to school, you don't even tell people when you're graduating
And
because you
you're
don't
telling us
know.
to bring back a government who kept our children off
home.
school for 8 months.
Actually, you say something that we forget to talk about.
What's that? Let's go.
Borrowing money by the state government. How many trillion is the federal government is owing now?
77.
How can it be you're borrowing money and you're a commissioner of education or even the governor of a state is driving 10 Prado Jeep or 20 Prado Jeep
Yes.
in the money you borrowed?
Flying jet everywhere. Buying whatever.
You know,
Traveling.
That's a debate of another day, because if we go into that,
But
I mean,
but Engineer Oyekachi, that's why we are saying people,
Say-
look at this. Look
they're
at
not
this.
looking at it.
they need
you know
to.
why? You know why they're not doing that? Because some of them, look, if you are a leader, you have followers.
Yes.
And you think the people you're following you, the people you're leading, cannot tell you where you go wrong.
That is
You're
so
not
bad. Yes. If your followers cannot
cannot tell
scrutinize
you that
you
this is not
to
right,
tell you
this is your-
what is
that you're
right
not
and
a
what
leader.
is wrong. You know,
Look at government, governors, and you're talking about governor, House of Reps, senators, money meant for constituencies. What are they using it for? I met, I found a child, somebody stole was it a fowl? Or here we call it rooster. Close to my village. That was 2 years ago. I was passing they were beating this boy. Like, hey, what's going on here? They said, he stole somebody's rooster.
That chicken.
That is chicken, man.
Okoko, like in Igbo, if I'm talking about
Yeah.
Back when we call it cock.
yeah.
Okay, is that why they're beating him? Say yes. So we stopped the whole thing and said, okay, why did you do that? And his excuse was nonsense. And you know the funniest thing? The person that asked them to beat this guy is one of the elected officials representing that constituency who
Is sitting
has been
on
collecting money.
everything.
So after the whole thing, I was like,
Who is the real thief?
"Oh, how are you?" I said, "Fine." I said, "Oh, what's?" I said, "Yeah, can you imagine?" I said, "So we're talking." I said, "Oh, you're?" I said, "Yes." I said, "You even?" I said, "I told them to beat him, or why must he do this?" I said, "If they're beating this boy, I think they're supposed to
Stole
put a
you.
rope and hang you."
Exactly.
Do you know how much you stole from this, including this boy, from this constituency?
Because you put him that condition.
Because
Condition.
if you're using
The money that is meant
money,
for them.
maybe this boy would have gotten something to do.
You're right.
He would have done this.
So,
No, it's
yeah.
not. I said, it is.
So
Same
all
thing.
Nigerians,
Thief is
listen.
what? Thief.
Yeah.
I agree.
Whether
all
you stole the
Nigerians
car
should listen to this.
Or you stole the...
Stealing is stealing. All Nigerians should listen to this because they are stealing your money, your future, and they are coming back to punish you for stealing a chicken.
Exactly.
But they are
It's
stealing
crazy.
your million, putting it in their pocket, taking care of their children, misusing it and squandering it.
You know, Doctor.
And you are the one working for them. You are the one that put them there, but they are eating both your blood, your sweat, your future hope, your aspirations, your financial liberty. They have stolen everything from you. This is the time for you to take it back.
And
Take
make it
it
a
back
voice.
and make it
It's
right.
right.
Let your voice be heard.
You know-
Make it right with your PVC. Make it right with your struggle this point in time. Don't be tired of going for your PVC. Don't be tired of campaigning for who you believe in. Don't be tired of spending this time. It's better to spend a dime this time and reap millions tomorrow.
You know, it's kind of interesting because this is a story you talked about. You know, I was used my home state Enugu State as a case study during the NSAS, right? You know, whenever we talk about this, I feel deep pain in my heart because when, you know, that palliative that was being distributed and state governors were still holding those and hiding those things. And in Enugu State, you know, people were finding out where they put all those things and breaking and
look
going to
at
pick
they've
it.
expired.
Yeah, so
It's so
this
sad.
in Enugu, the youth found out where they store the
warehouse.
government warehouse where they kept this.
Different
And
places.
the youth went to break into it. And there was this small boy, this young boy, ran with other people to go and do that. And this boy was shot and killed in the cold blood.
Oh my God.
Till tomorrow, I still hold Enugu State government accountable
for
the
that
death
death.
of that boy.
So what did
We
the governor
let-
do? Somebody is the governor of that state.
Of course,
It's none of their
that is
business.
the
It does
problem.
not concern them.
Okay.
That is the problem.
That's a child
The
of
blood of that
the
boy
poor.
is still ringing on the head of the state.
It's
The head of that boy, the blood of that boy.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
And it's
that,
not important as far as they are concerned.
Of course, it's a son of
Because
Because
nobody.
he's the son of nobody.
But they're stealing the
Son
money
of the
every
poor.
day. But and that's why
We are here.
we're all equal. We're all Nigerians. In Nigeria, it's not a private property for someone a collateral for a few individuals to use to keep on borrowing money and partying, going
Yes.
to Dubai, buying land, taking people's land and all those things. No.
I think at the end of this administration, looking at May 29, I think every Nigerian, looking at the population we have, should be owing a lot of money.
It's
If they divide it among all Nigerians, it's good money that each person.
I mean, even the next president, whoever that comes in there, have a lot to do.
Of course.
That is why we want a capable hand.
My advice to the next president is to come fully prepared with PPE complete, because you're not going to sit in the office. You're going to do work.
Gonna go to the
You're
field.
going to go to the field. You need your hard hat. You need
Yes.
your glasses. You
Yes.
need your shoes. You have to
With
put
a-
on your
with good-
cover.
with a good
you got to
team.
work, because
Yeah. And he need a
Looking
good
at
team
it.
too.
Exactly.
Very good
it's going to
team.
be too difficult.
It's-
Because, look, we're talking about a,
Yeah,
do-
you're
a dollar almost 800 naira.
Yes. And you're starting the government on a deficit
Yes.
of trillions.
Trillions
lot.
of naira.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
So it's so crazy because, and I think there's need for our nation to cut the cost of running the governance in Nigeria.
A lot.
Was it in November? I was in either October or November. I was in Utah to speak at the United Nations conference at Utah Valley University, and this man from the business unit from the governor office of Utah talked about the legislature in his state.
Yes.
He said in Utah that the House members in Utah is not a full-time job.
Which is not supposed
So
to.
it's like if you're gonna be sitting we have 20 sittings in a year.
Yes.
So you do the 20 sittings. As soon as you are done, you go home
You
and go back to your
job.
work.
That's
see?
what he said. That it's not a career.
House of the
Politics.
Senate, like, to me,
Yeah, if even here, that's how they
Senate.
run it.
Yes.
Senate
Senate
is
yes.
not
full-time
permanent.
job.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
You
there?
know?
Yes. Finish.
Yeah,
Don't
when
wait
they
till
have
you
something
go.
to talk about, they assemble, they talk about it, and they go. But Nigeria is
It's a full-time-
daily.
yeah.
That's why they have
should
unused time
somebody,
to waste.
after being a governor
He goes to sit.
or deputy governor?
Goes to Senate to rest.
And that's why they don't create
How are
jobs.
we going to get a good?
How can we
to
pass
work?
a good pass a good law
No, we can't.
that can help the country?
Because they're over there.
Because it's
sitting
not going to
down there.
benefit them, so they cannot
Watch
push
them
it.
on the.
Look
some
at
people are sleeping.
Look at Ben Sass.
Don't talk about sleep. All of them go there to
like Ben
sleep.
Sass now, who is a senator in the United. He just became he got a job and just left the Senate and go back.
Yes.
So this is what we want.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So we don't.
It's not a career.
Yeah, and because if the people are working, if someone is a House of Representatives have a job, then you will know, make sure that there's a job creation. There's
And they can't make
industrialization.
it do or die affair.
Yes.
Because they have nothing to rely on. That's all they know, politics. That is why
they just want to scare you and I out of it.
you know,
But
They don't want any other person to come unless you are in their squad.
But you see,
I'll call it squad.
Engineer Oyekachi and Dr. Blessing, this is I always say to people, I say it, that politics
Right.
is not bringing me to our people, either Nigerian people or Enugu people. But Enugu people and Nigerian people are bringing me into politics because I feel that there is no self to be saved. What is to be saved is we. And all of us who care about our common humanity should know that our people are now bringing us to politics to say we need a good life for our people.
yeah.
Yes. Say anybody who have lived in Western world, or let me put it that way, and don't feel pity with Nigerians living in Nigeria, that person have no conscience.
I agree.
Because when you say things the way it happened in that country, I'm like, are you sure these people blood flow in them? Mm-hmm. Because they just look at things happening. It's like reverse of what's going on in the world. The world is moving into digital, and Nigerian government is pulling it back into analog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got
So-
to move.
Well,
Okay.
so I think our show is beginning to come to an end. We just want to thank our viewers, and it's been a really, really an interesting show today. And
Wow.
Engineer Oyekachi,
Thanks.
it's so nice to have you, man.
Thank you so much.
So nice to have you.
Come back.
See you guys.
So nice to have you.
Yes,
This
I
is-
know we didn't have enough time to really discuss important things, but
Come back.
With time, we invite you back, okay? Yes.
All that. So
Remember-
please and please and please.
Yes. Like.
Collect if you like, subscribe to this channel. Go get your PVC.
Please do.
Please. That's all we need to make a change.
Thank you, Nigerians. We really appreciate all of you, and both Nigerians in diaspora. We encourage you to please subscribe, view, watch. We always put something new every Saturday.
We see you.
We see you. We encourage you. Please pick your PVC. Go and get your PVC and make sure you vote. Please vote and vote and vote. Don't be tired of this coming election, because we must make it right. And the only way you can make it right, that you can bring this change, is by you sweating, working hard through your PVC, putting out your voice right there, stamping your voice right there, and be happy that you are counted among those that made this new change,
Yes.
that bring this new Nigeria to pass. I am so happy and I'm so grateful that I am making them part to welcome this new Nigeria. Are you?
Thank
How
you.
do you feel about this coming election? We encourage you, please, go collect your PVC. Thank you and remain blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you.